Good afternoon. It's time for Tammy's Trivia. Yesterday was National Submarine Day. Mr. Walker, which many of you should know, he subs in the building quite a lot. He was stationed on a submarine called the USS Francis Scott Key, and he served from 1975 to 1979. And for those of you that don't recognize the name, Francis Scott Key, he wrote a poem that was later used for the Star-Spangled Banner. So, before you can even step on a submarine, you have to take 2 years of school. Mr. Walker took that 2 years of school, but he specialized in Morse code. So if you don't know what Morse code is, look it up. All right, the USS Francis Scott Key was an underwater missile base. So how he explained to me was that the submarine traveled around all the time, and if they needed a missile shot, he was the one to do it. His submarine was. Here's a picture of a missile test launch. Notice the middle picture on the left. When the missile is launched, he explained to me, when the missile is launched and they're launched out of these huge tubes, there is so much air around them that when the missile comes out through the water, it is not wet at all. It's really cool. So if you look at that picture, you can see the water coming, the air around the missile, and so it doesn't get wet. His submarine was a nuclear ran, so it ran on nuclear power, and it powered the ship and all the machinery because they were underwater for so long. There was a cooler that helped keep the nuclear powered thing cool. So how they got their fresh water was there was condensation up around this cooler, and it would drip, and they would save all that water, and that's what they used to cool, to eat, drink, when they had to go to the bathroom. I mean, any kind of water. That's where they got their water from. I've got a picture of where they ate, and they could only serve 25 people at a time. But Mr. Walker said the food was absolutely wonderful because they had 2 chefs. So he said they were great. They ran on 2 crews, one blue crew, one gold crew. And while the blue crew was on the submarine, the gold crew was out taking their rest and relaxation. They went for more training. And then once the 120 days were up, that's how long each crew was on the sub or on land, they would get together for 6 days, and the one crew would say what they had trained, what they'd learned. The ones on the submarine would say, you know, we got a problem with this machinery or whatever, and they would talk about it. So interesting. If you ever see Mr. Walker, ask him about his time on the submarine. It's pretty cool. All right, students, how many days at a time did this submarine stay underwater? Was it 28, 53, or 72? How many of you think it's 28 days? How many of you think it's 53 days? How many of you think it's 72 days? Correct answer, 72 days. Teachers, how long is the USS Francis Scott Key submarine? 325 feet, which is as long as a football field, 425 feet, or 525 feet? How many of you think 325 feet? How many of you think 425 feet? How many of you think 525 feet? Correct answer, 425 feet. All right, guys, have a great day. Stay dry.
Warrington with your astronomy fact of the week. We all saw the eclipse. Did you notice the red dots down below? It was like on the bottom of the eclipse. Kind of see it there. This picture might be more visible. Those are called solar prominences, and those are, well, this gives you a nice idea of how big they are compared to the Earth. They're areas of plasma that are exploding out of the sun's surface, and it was lucky we were the sun was at a time of solar maximum, so lots and lots of prominences, and that's one thing you got to see yesterday during the eclipse. Hope you enjoyed it.
Hi, the fact this week deals with sun cancer, since it's getting warmer outside. Even one blistering sunburn during childhood can nearly double your risk of developing skin cancer. Thus, it can turn into melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. Don't forget to wear your sunscreen.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Callan with your dissection fact of the week. So in dissection 2, one of the organisms we do are turtles. And a lot of kids like to take dissection even if they have turtles because they want to see what the inside looks like. We'll take a look at that again next week, but right now you can see we get a variety of sizes of turtles. So we have everything from little, he's full grown, he's just smaller, to our larger ones, and these are pond turtles. The question is, what is the name of the shells? So this bottom shell, this one's kind of a hard one. I'll give you this one. This is called a plastron. And then the other question is what is the science term for the top shell? If you've had dissection 2, maybe you remembered it. It's the carapace. Great job, guys. Have a great rest of the week, and go Braves.
This is Miss Collins with your History Fact of the Week. Since this year is a presidential election year, I thought we would do a presidential fact. There have been 4 presidents who have been assassinated while in office. Can you name the 4 presidents who have been assassinated? So take your guess. See how many you can name. There have been 46 presidents total. Take a guess. Well, before I give you the answer, even though President Biden is our 46th president, there's only been 45 men who have been president because Grover Cleveland was elected and then was not president for 4 years and then elected again. So he was our 22nd and our 24th president, even though he was only one person. So there have been 45 men, but 46 presidents. So out of 45 presidents, there have been 4 presidents assassinated. That means 9% of presidents have been assassinated, which makes it literally the deadliest job in the United States, technically, the deadliest job in the United States. So let's see if you guessed any of them right. The 4 presidents who have been assassinated while in office are Abraham Lincoln, you probably got that one, and James Garfield, William McKinley, and John F. Kennedy. Those 4 presidents were the 4 that have been assassinated in office. And that's your history fact of the week.
On Monday the 15th, there will be a track meet. It starts at 5:30, it's at home, and you can sign up to get in free at lunch. Feel free to make a sign to help come cheer on your classmates.
And wear your best Shawnee Braves apparel.
Hello, Shawnee. Today is Friday, April 12th, and we welcome you to your Break Time announcements. Attention everyone, Tri-M and the cast of High School Musical is sponsoring a Spirit Week next week in honor of Mr. Sakosh and the Swing Musical, and Mr. Billett has approved that we can participate.
The dress-up theme days are as follows. Monday, April 15th is Jersey Day. Tuesday, April 16th is Dress Up Like a Movie musical character. Wednesday, April 17th is Mismatch Day. Thursday, April 18th is Dress Like Mr. Sakosh Day. Wearing suspenders or a band t-shirt come to mind. And Friday, April 19th is Wear Red and White Day. Everyone should have fun, participate, but remember that the dress code is always in effect. Thanks.
Attention everyone, the Braves 5K and 1 mile fun run has finally returned. It will be happening on May 13th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The cost is $30, which gets you a t-shirt and a medal, but also acts for a fundraiser for the track team. If you would like to run a shorter distance for the 1 mile, it'll be $15, which gets you a t-shirt and a medal. Track athletes that will be competing in districts will not be allowed to participate, but will be asked to help younger athletes. To sign up, go to the district website or see Miss Lee.
In sports news and action, there will be a co-ed middle school track meet on Monday, April 15th at home. Good luck and go Braves.
In today's quote of the day, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Buddha.
Birthday wishes for this week go out to Aubrey Palmer, Caleb Coppis, Taylor Brooks, Brooklyn Sparks, Christian Cooper, and Joseph Stevens. Happy birthday to you.
Some celebrity birthdays are Brendan Urie, Sophia Carson, Sky Jackson, and Thomas Jefferson.
On this day in history, on Sunday, it is the anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic in 1912.
In fun and wacky holidays is grilled cheese day.
And for your weather forecast, partly cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 45. Now we ask you to please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for watching and have a great day and weekend.